I was in the FBI. I was fully undercover for my entire career in the FBI. I was a specialist in counterintelligence, which is the science of catching spies, and counterterrorism, which obviously is the science of catching terrorists. But my last case in the FBI was to go undercover in the most unique case the FBI had ever run, was to go into FBI headquarters as myself, undercover as myself, which I'm still wrapping my brain around.
Right.
And try to catch the most damaging spy in U.S. history. And at the very end of his career, before he was going to retire, we learned from a KGB source that he was the spy we had been after for all these decades. And they sent me in to catch him. And that moment, when that pandemic started, marks the biggest single rise of cybercrime in history. Attacking our computers through computers was some sort of magic that no one understands. What they're doing is they're attacking you and me personally. They're fooling us into just handing everything over. I mean, it's not like they just cleaned everything up and they move on to the next person. No, they wait, and a month later, you're locked again. And they're still polite, but they're just as evil as they were before. They're ransomware as a service. So they have affiliates, and what they do is they create these training programs on the dark web where if say I want to become a bad guy and I'm enterprising enough to, grab a clean computer, fire up my Tor browser and dive deep. I call it splunking into the dark web, all the way deep down to the bottom. And I find one of these cybercrime gangs and I take their course, right? This is like an e-learning platform. They're the companies that do the tech support. They're the companies that do marketing. They actually have marketing. Mm-hmm. And some of these cybercrime groups have even donated to charities. It's bananas. People believe what they see, and that has allowed criminals and spies to insert themselves in the middle of those communications and fool us. But that is an impersonation attack that becomes what I call a confidence scheme. And the difference is impersonation might be really quick, right? I send you you're working in a business, you work in finance. I send you a email that says, we need to fund this partner. You wire this money right away, or you take it to the next level, right? You get a connection for a Zoom chat, and there is your CFO who says on the Zoom, wire the money right away and let me know when you're done. I'll wait, right? I mean, are you going to question that? You're looking at them right there, except it's an AI deepfake. You're not looking at the CFO at all. They grabbed a picture of the CFO and they animated it. So it's not a matter of, if you'll get cyber attacked, it's when it's going to happen. So you have to prepare for it. Trust has become an uncommon commodity. In fact, trust is the most valuable thing on earth.